initial thoughts of the Pixel? Well, let's find out. Alright, so as we see, I do have a Pixel finally in hand. I've been wanting to get one of these in hand, obviously because I'm a big Simon fan, but not only that, knowing that Simon used to putt with the P2s, I was really curious about what the differences may be between the two. Initial thoughts, I do have my P2, my originals from when they released the new prototype ones. Initial thoughts, I will say the P2 may be just the slightest little bit of difference in depth-wise. It does feel a little deeper, but not by much. Initially, the side profiles, it does feel really good because the side profile does feel a lot like a P2, and I really do like that. I always like that on my putters, is that side profile there. I like that little divot. It just makes me feel really comfortable in the hand when I'm putting. That's why I really like the P2s when I was putting with those. Let's see. The other thing about them, though, is I will say the Pixel seems a little bit domier, not really necessarily domey, but a little bit more pop almost than the P2s. Almost like an AVR. So it's like kind of like an AVR top with the side profile of a P2, and then, like I said, just a little bit more, a little, depth-wise, just a little slight shallower. But initially, feels really good in my hands. I haven't thrown them yet, and I haven't putted with them yet, but I'm gonna run over to the course, do a couple putter holes. Hole 2, hole 20, hole 4 is a good one, and see if it can hold a hyzer line. There's a couple out there. We'll play really quick just with it, get a feel of it, get a grasp of it, and I'll compare the two. I know the numbers wise though, obviously the P2 will be a little bit more stable than the Pixel, because I believe the Pixel's 240 0.5, if I'm not mistaken. I will double check that and have the numbers down below. But yeah, let's head out to the course and see how it feels in the hand when being tossed. Alright, so we're out here at the course, hole 2, it's 168. Like I said, it is pretty windy out here. There is a tailwind. I will throw both of them and get the feel of it. Again, this is the first time I'm ever going to throw a Pixel, but I'll throw the P2 first. I'll try to throw it flat and let it go right back in. Alright, see how this Pixel flies. Not sure how it's supposed to fly, so this will be quite interesting. Oh, very glidey, holy cow. I really like that though. I just went over the top of it. We'll go out there, we'll give it a putt real quick, and we'll take it to the next hole I feel like we should throw it on. Alright, we'll see how the putt feels. I'm not very good at putting. It's one of my weakest points of my game. There is this crosswind as well. I'll get out to the Pixel and see how that feels. As you can see, threw it right over. That was bad, but hey, you know what? I haven't thrown a P2, putted with the P2 in about 2 years. Got slight headwind, cross headwind. It'll be quite interesting, especially since I have no idea how these feel when you putt with them. Try to throw a little lower in case it lifts. Ooh, just about got that though. I like the floatiness of it. I am putting with my Fierces this year so far, which is what I've started out with. But I want to work on the P2 a little bit. Try to get a, switch them up a little bit. I'm hoping from the Fierce to the Pixels, but we'll see, especially because it feels like the P2. Initial thoughts of the first throw, though, very floaty. I do like that, actually. I didn't really have to put a whole lot on it, and it just kind of went. So we'll head to the next hole and see how it feels. Hole 4 is 192. I do apologize for the wind. It is extremely windy out here. Normally I throw a fun, huge hyzer route here, but I'm curious about the Annie route of Pixel and how, if it stays with the flight or if it wants to break out. We'll do the P2 first, give the P2 at Annie. It should fade out. Again, we got a crosswind heading right to left, so this definitely should finish too far left, but we'll give it a go. Oh yeah, look at that. That crosswind's just taking it that way. But let's see how the Pixel feels. We'll try to get a little bit more on it. Oh yeah, that crosswind though just pushed it down, but it held the line. I do like that, so we'll try to get a circle 2 putt here and go from there. Back to my arch nemesis, a headwind. The fact that I play MA3, this is the reason why. Because if it's windy like this, it's always windy here. Oh my gosh. This wind is nuts right now. Here at the Walnut Course, it's always pretty windy, and we got a massive cold front coming in for one more week in the first week of spring. There we go. But that felt really good though, you know, like, I will say, like I said, as you saw the last one, I threw it up and the wind just took it, but that overall felt really good. I did like that feel. It felt natural. Again, it feels a lot like the P2 in my hand, just a little shallower, and I really like that. But we'll go to the next one and see. I'm on my way to the next hole, but I figured I'm in a big open area. Let me just go ahead and give it all like a bunch of torque and see how they feel. Again, here's my P2. Alright, let's see how the Pixel handles torque. I do have a tailwind. Very glidey. I do like that a lot. Hole 15 is 221, and it's just fades to the left here. Again, we'll throw the P2 first, and we'll see if the Pixel will just nicely fade with a little hyzer. The P2 I'll try to throw flat. Ooh, hit some trees. See how the Pixel does though. Get past the tree. Oh, that might be really nice. I love the glide of that disc though. It feels really nice. I haven't personally really thrown a glitch, but I know that's what some people compare it to. But I mean, if that's what it feels like, it feels fantastic. I'm not going to need a glitch with that thing, but that feels really good. Again, like I said, that felt really good with the Pixel there. Oh, you kidding me? I went a little high on that, but that is all right. Oh, Overall, though, I feel pretty on target with it, though. That does feel really nice. Went right over it, but again, I'm really liking this. This definitely might be going in my bag. Give it a couple more holes. Alright, so hole 11 is 217. As always, going to throw the P2 first. This time we got headwind, so I want to see how they fly in the headwind. But it seems to have died down a lot. Alright, let's see how this pixel does. Finally came back, but geez. I mean, that was probably a bad pull through anyways, but with the headwind, it just kind of glided and kept going, and just kept pushing and slowly died off, but that sucker just kind of goes straight. It's quite the deep cut, definitely out of circle. I would try to step, but I've been trying not to step putt and try to get this dialed in just normal. On target though. Definitely glided some. I do like that. That just shows me I don't need a necessarily step. I always feel like to get power I need a step, but in reality I don't. Also, I don't know if I've shown the new baskets since on the YouTube channel, but we have them in. The Chainstar Pros from Discraft, they're excellent. 10 times better than the old Liberty baskets we used to have. This wind is swirling. It's definitely heavy though, right to left. This is 231. It's up on a little 2-tier. Oh man. Do that straight up in the air. This one I might throw aim way right and let the wind take it back. I'll try to keep it flat. Keep sitting. Way deep on that, but those things fly so nice. Let's see if we can knock in this outside circle putt again. Well, not really again, but another try to knock it in. No wind right now. Oh, left that one go. Short armed it. But overall, throwing wise, felt really good. Hole 20 is 180, right past this tree on the other side. There's a second tree and a third tree. It's in between the second and third. Still, that wind is coming left to right. Throw the P2 first. Oh, didn't want to fade at all. See how this goes. That just goes dead straight. Basket's all the way to the left. I was trying to get it a little higher, but obviously I threw it flat, and it is flat. Alright, we'll see if you can knock this long putt in. Pretty deep. Again, I'm not going to step. I'm just going to give it a little normal putt. Again, I am trying not to step. super floaty. That crosswind got a hold of it. I'm still trying to figure out putting wise. Like I said, it's easily feels like the weakest part of my game, because step putting just feels really awkward to me sometimes. I got this little headwind putt here. See if I can close it out with just hitting this in. I've been putting these because of the fact that I like to feel. God, it feels so good within circle though. As I'm gonna putt a couple here just to see how I like the feel of it in my hand compared to the P2s. Felt really nice. I did not do that on purpose, but I will say these like originals are a lot more smooth, slick. The Pixel is very tacky, and I really like that feel of it. Ooh, that was bad. Wind took that one down. Oh, like I said, they're very similar to me, except for the tackiness and feeling like an AVR towards the top part compared to the P2, which is flat. I'm not very good at these long putts. Again, I know a lot of people just step them. I'll try to step and see how it goes. Oh, actually, that wasn't too bad. I think usually when I'm playing at a tournament or more serious atmosphere, I get too into the step putt, so I overdo it instead of just kind of gradually step. Well, I made the Pixel one. That's the important one. Yeah, feels pretty good. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that little rundown of the Pixel compared to the P2. Again, I'm really liking the tackiness and the feel. They have that lip that the P2s have, which I really, really like. They do have a minor micro bead, but that's because of with the gyro technology. They all kind of do that because of the way they fuse together. Overall thoughts though, definitely something I'm probably gonna put in a bag. I'll probably end up putting with them, honestly, too. They just feel really good in the hands. I really like the tacky feel to them. And honestly, if I get two in, I'm either getting two more in or one other one. I might use one to throw because they throw really nice too. Even with some of the wind conditions, they still felt really good. They feel really glidey, and you don't have to put a lot on it, which I really, really like. I mean, I threw over basket 14, and that is 230 something. I probably was another 20 feet past, 30 something feet past. It's probably closer to 30 feet past. So about 260, I'm barely even throwing it. So yeah, overall though, Pixel, really nice disc. I do like it, but if you don't like deep putters, I don't recommend them. But if you are and you're looking for a MVP putter, Axiom, Streamline, whichever part of the MVP family, I would have to say I highly recommend them, especially if you like the lip of the P2s and stuff. Highly recommend them. But yeah, thanks for checking out my video. Catch you all later.